Let's take a walk on the boardwalk, hop into the garden, and find out why feedback is gold. Come on. I was doing some training with a company a couple of 3 years back, and we did this really cool exercise called the Leadership Skills Inventory. This was a tool designed to really help you grow in your leadership, and it's supposed to teach your team that you're serious about growing. It's supposed to be awesome. So we're in a remote session. There's like 300 people in this cohort. We're all professionals, we're all leaders, and we all get this PDF. It's like 3 full pages of every leadership skill you can think of. Each one of the skills had like a checkbox, and there was like from 1 to 10, 1 being you're absolutely horrible at it, and 10 being awesome. The goal was to send this to 5 people, get them to fill it out, and basically audit you. Once you got all the results back, you should be able to look at it and say, hey, I need to grow here, I'm doing okay over here, and you get the point. So we're in the next training session, and I'm pumped, y'all. All 5 of my people got my stuff back to me. They all emailed it back. I'm thinking, yeah, most of these people didn't even do the exercise. Half of them only have a couple. I've got 5 results, and mine are glorious. The trainer does these little breakout rooms, and we all get to have a one-on-one to go over our results. He looks at mine, and he's like, hey, who'd you send this to? I said, well, I sent it to 5 people that I'm friendly with. They know me, I know them, we work together, blah, blah, blah. And he just kind of laughs. He goes on to tell me, enemies are way more honest than friends. And I'm like, what? He says I need to take it, print it out, stuff it in an envelope, and physically give it to 5 people that I have conflict with. I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that, man. That sounds like a recipe for disaster. But hey, I paid several $100s for this course. My bosses are wanting to see me finish, so I'm gonna do it. So I printed out the forms like he said and found 5 people that definitely had conflict with me. I mean, there was a lady that thought I shouldn't have been promoted. It should have been her. I found one guy that basically challenged me in like every single meeting publicly. I even gave it to somebody that used to be so passive aggressive. They would BCC my superior on like every single email just to get me shaken so I would do what they wanted. These are people I really didn't get along with that well. And I got the results. Oh boy. I didn't get a glorious report this time. In fact, I found out that I absolutely sucked in 9 areas, and there ain't but 12 on this document. That's not good. And so I emailed the guy, the instructor, and I was like, man, I need to talk. I don't feel good at all about this. Can you please meet with me? We ended up meeting in a one-on-one Zoom session, and boy, I learned a lot that day. I learned I needed way more humility and probably a lesson or 2 in emotional intelligence. In fact, when I read out the results to him, it was like getting punched in the gut. It physically hurt, y'all. Every single one of those categories that I read off, each mark was like 3 or below. These people were seriously not pleased with how I was treating them. The instructor told me he teaches this class like twice a year, and each cohort has like 300 people, and he only expects a maximum of 1 to actually get this exercise. In fact, he says, congratulations, out of everybody, you have the highest odds of actually improving on your leadership game. If you want to get better at something in life, you have got to be willing to hear the negative criticism. In fact, you should want it. It's literally a roadmap and a recipe of how to get better. It took me nearly 40 years to be able to put my pride aside just enough to be able to see how others perceived my leadership. It's super easy to dismiss criticism. In fact, I can justify that in 100 ways. But if you're truly serious about taking things to the next level, go find some critical people in your life and ask them, how can I get better? The next video you edit or awesome thumbnail you make, show it to somebody and get their opinion. And if they say it stinks, don't take it personal. In fact, go fix it. Give it to them again, see what they say. After all, the goal is to improve, not to be right, and certainly not to be an expert in everything. Perfection is the enemy of success. By the way, I'm still working on my 9 areas to improve on. I just keep chipping away, guys. Subscribe if you want more life lessons and tips. I can't wait till we're together again. Ray out.